friends and family, want you to explain a little bit more on the intake of the sprays and the importance of spraying it under the tongue and in the jawline and your cheek. And our speaker today will also mention that as well. But we will certainly do that, Bobby. Anything you guys need, you want help with, you want clarity on, you want understanding, do like Bobby do. Be the squeaky wheel. Make it, let it be known. You can get all your answers and all your questions and everything answered so you can take that business to the next level. Before I bring on my business partner, Pastor Del, to share that, Bobby, I want to share a little quick testimony that I read on Facebook sometime not too long ago from Sherry Dalton. And I just love reading the testimonies about our vitamin sprays. But Sherry said that since she's been taking the 10 vitamin sprays, that her life has changed. She says, my nails are growing. My hair is growing like crazy. She says, I no longer deal with PMS. I'm eating less with the Slim by 10. She says, I have no more hip and rib pain. When I wake up in the morning, she said, I have more energy. I'm sleeping better at night, and I'm not taking pills. And that's just such a good report. And those are some of the results, one of the many testimonies we're getting from the health vitamin sprays that we're taking. And every day, it seems like every minute of the hour, we are hearing another life-changing testimony as a result of taking our vitamin sprays. And as we say, we're not claiming that we can heal any condition that you're dealing with right now, but we can share the many testimonies and the results of what people are getting from taking our 10 vitamin sprays. Only thing I can say, family, you guys are so much in the right place at the right time. This is timing and positioning, and Pastor Del always emphasized the importance of timing and positioning. This is right where we are. If you can remember Google in the garage, just think of yourself right there. Google in the garage, and we get ready to catch a wave of growth that is taking place right now, even as we speak. So you are right where you need to be. I'm going to stop right here and bring on my business partner, One Star. Pastor Del Wafer, are you there, sir?
I'm here. Hey, welcome to the call, everybody. Wow, I tell you, that call is starting to sound like popcorn, man. Everybody is popping in from all over the place.
Pop.
Such a great call. It's just a pop taking place. And the excitement level, you listen to people's voices and you hear their excitement levels about what's going on and what they're doing in the company. You hear people talking about the product and what the product is doing in their lives. I'm telling you, boy, with these new markets that we're opening, soon to be the UK and Canada and Australia and Japan, these new markets are coming online. I'm literally getting Facebook and LinkedIn messages in my inbox, people who just been following all that's been going on over the last 4 or 5 months. And there's people in countries that we're not in yet, and we're not even, talking about opening yet, saying, can I be the first one in when it opens here? So, people are watching even when you don't think they're watching. They're watching to see your commitment to your business. They're watching to see your excitement in your business. There's people who you have talked to or you have invited to take a look at this opportunity, or maybe even have looked at the opportunity and didn't decide to do anything with it. But you know what? They're laying back and they're watching you. And they're saying, I wonder what they're going to be saying and what they're going to be doing in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months. And, as your excitement level keeps going and this company keeps growing, we're sending a message to them to say, hey, as Mel Gill always says, we're all in. We're all in, boy. Buckle up. Get ready for the ride of your life. The Team Effort Network is getting ready to take us on a worldwide tour, opening up to every country with this product. So keep on being excited, being faithful, understanding that as these new markets open and as people stand on those sidelines and watch you, they're watching to see if you're committed to this thing really deeply down inside. So we're excited about what's taking place. And as Pastor D said, you're absolutely right about the spray product. We find that a lot of people are not getting the results sometime with the product because they're not spraying it right. They're just opening their mouth and they're spraying it on the top of their tongue. And they end up going down their digestive tract just like a pill would do. This is very important that you spray it under your tongue or inside your cheeks so that your sublingual glands can grab that product and absorb it right into their delivery system, absorb it right into their bloodstream within, 10, 15 seconds. You can do that. So make sure you're spraying it inside your cheeks or under your tongue And as Nita always tells us, that under the tongue is a very, very sensitive area. So she even recommends that you just spray it inside your cheeks, because that absorbs it very, very well as well, and it doesn't overwork your sublingual glands underneath your tongue. So just a little FYI for you. Pastor D, who we have on today?
We have on but do you want to, there's a couple little announcements that you want to make, Pastor Bill, right, before we bring on our speaker for today?
Well, there's a couple of announcements. Why don't I bring my announcement in on the end, but I know you want to make a couple of announcements about Mel Gill, his call tomorrow, and
I do. Okay, we'll let you bring yours in. But family, listen. Tomorrow, this is the month of April. Every month, at the beginning of a new month, we always hear from the CEO and founder Melanie Gill at the beginning of each month, and there's always new things that's being announced, and he's always starting a new promotion. Something's always going to happen at the beginning of each month. So some of you are brand new to the business, so you'll be able to hear for the first time the heart of the CEO and founder, Mr. Mel Gill, and co-founder Amy Gill are going to be on the call tomorrow, but the time is going to be 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this very same number and access code. So tomorrow, Wednesday, at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific, Mr. CEO himself, Mr. Mel Gill, and co-founder Amy Gill will be on this call. You're going to want to be in to listen and hear what he has to share and what Amy has to share, and I guarantee you're going to be motivated. You're going to hit the pavement running. So make sure you share that information with everyone you know that's being on the call tomorrow. Again, Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Okay? And also, let's bring on our guest for today. Can't wait to hear from her. I love it when Vicki's on the call with us today. She's an executive founding member with 10, and she's also a Mercedes-Benz driver paid for by the company. And she just got back from a road trip. She's just been traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, sharing the 10 opportunity. So, Miss Executive Founding Member, Vicki Soto, are you there?
Hi, Pastor Denise. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How are you? You're back from your road trip. How are you?
I tell you, I'm so excited. And, I'm glad that I'm not nervous about speaking in front of crowds, because I can't believe how many people popped in before this call started.
Yes.
I was thinking, I'm glad I'm not nervous. But anyway, I love speaking to crowds. So before we even get started on what I'm going to say, I have to tell you, Sherry Dawson, the person you brought up, my business partner in Ohio, I have to give a shout-out to her. I don't know if you know the whole story about that testimonial. She didn't mention how she met me online. She's a nurse, by the way, and she was getting B12 shots. Okay, B12 shots. And when she saw the spray and the B12 spray, she said, I've got to try this. But it was funny. We went round and round for a couple months, bless her heart, because she just couldn't track me down. And finally, she got the B12 spray, and now she no longer has to take B12 shots.
Wow.
I think that's the biggest testimonial, because, I feel sorry for anybody who has to take shots. I would never do it. But
wow.
But I also want to tell you guys, you talked about how to spray the intraoral spray. And, it's funny, I had a conversation with my doctor about this, because when I showed him the sprays, one of the things he said to me, and one of the things I've looked up so far and found out to be true, is the intraoral sprays are most effective when sprayed on the inside of the cheek, because they absorb in the buccal mucosa membrane on the inside of your cheek.
Wow.
So I tell everybody that I meet, and that every customer, everybody, spray the inside of your cheek. That's the most effective. It will still work if you spray it under your tongue. But just like when you put the B12, or anything you put under your tongue, you have to have it there for a while, because it takes a little bit longer. That sublingual is down below your throat there a little bit, down below your chin area. So it takes a little longer to absorb there. As long as you don't swallow it, just like Nita said, as long as you don't swallow it, it's going to end up on the side of your cheek somehow, but it's best to spray it on the inside. So I just wanted to, also tune in. That's how I spray anyway.
Well, that's good.
Now,
to know.
I want to tell you guys my testimonial, but before I even do that, I'm going to follow some advice from Mel Gillard, which is introduce myself. He always says that when you do a testimonial, you should introduce yourself first so people get an understanding of your perspective. So I'm going to tell you my name is Vicki Soto. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Here's some more information. Every time I get on this call, I think I tell more and more. Soon you guys will know me completely, huh? I'm a former Air Force military brat. My father was Mr. Sandhurst, and you all know, was in the military, Air Force for many years. And a lot of people think of me as a country girl since I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, but honestly, I'm more of a military brat. That's how I spent all of my life traveling from one place to the other. I'm married with 5 children, and I've had several grandchildren, okay? Now, the funny thing about my life is you would never expect that right now I would be a full-time network marketer because I was a corporate management person for 25 years with a very large Fortune 500 company, one that's over 400,000 employees in the United States, so and across the world. So you would not think of me as a network marketer, but here's the thing. I joined TEI back in May of 2010, and as you know, I was representative for My Video Talk, which is an awesome suite of products. Everybody should check into that. I still use my Video Talk product to promote my pen sprays, and it works really well. Also, as you mentioned, I earned a car bonus and grew a large team in Team Effort International. And here's my story. Back in March of last year, we had our Vision Day, and we went out to California. Pastor Denise, Pastor Dell, Kevin Vaughn, John Peavy, myself, and a few others, from My Video Talk, we were invited to come out and, kind of check out the sprays. Now, here's the funny thing. I always say that Mel told us we were getting ready to do a nutritional product. And when he started talking about it, I won't lie to you, I was looking at him kind of sideways because I had never done a nutritional product. So when I said to Mel, I don't know how to do a nutritional product, he turned and looked at me and smiled, in his very confident voice. Of course, he tells me, Vicki, don't worry, you're going to love it, because you're going to have parties and people are going to be able to hold the spray, and it's going to be like nothing else you've ever done because people will be able to see it, feel it, spray it, and understand what the product is. Now, coming from the fact that I had been marketing a virtual product for 2 years before that, right? It was really a big change for us, all of us. I mean, I don't know about you, Pastor Denise, but, I had to change my whole thought process because I was no longer online doing a broadcast. I was standing in front of people, spraying myself and spraying them. So it was a total change. And at first, I was not really that open to it. But, funny thing about that, I wasn't open because I had done Tupperware, Primerica, travel, insurance, all kinds of service-type, products. And I've only done parties for Tupperware in the past and stuff like that. So I had never done anything where you had to ingest anything. And I kept thinking, how am I going to have confidence about that? And I don't know why at that time I was not feeling real confident about it. But, I say this about Mel and Amy. They know us so well. They know me and Pastor Denise and Pastor Dell and John. But they don't know our physical history. So, Mel and Amy had no idea that how they were going to change our specific lives so much. Not only because of what we were marketing, but because of our own physical health. They did not know that several of us were struggling with really bad physical problems, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you about my ailments, but I'm going to I'm not going to try and take too much time explaining this because it can get lengthy. But if they had known, they probably would have, talked to me about this before. I had no idea how the sprays were going to affect me. You see, I actually inherited a blood disease when I was born, and my father carries the thalassemia minor trait, which is a blood condition that's similar to sickle cell, okay? Now, the difference between thalassemia and sickle cell is not really that big. I mean, there's a difference in shapes and of the red blood cells and stuff like that. But here's the thing. The thalassemia was making my life miserable. Now, if I'd had the major trait, I would have probably died before age 11, okay? But since I had the minor trait, I only had really bad anemia. And the anemia was not so bad that I couldn't do, like, daily things. It was just that I would have to take naps, okay? So I all my life, ever since I can remember, I've always had to take a nap. You know, you little kids, you expect to take a nap. But as you get older, it's kind of unusual for somebody to say, you know, my husband will say to me, Vicki, just go lay down. You know, when he sees that I'm struggling, he'll go, just go lay down. So I would lay down, take like a power nap, and I'd be back up again. Okay, so I've been doing this all my life, but I also had developed by this age some other physical problems. My blood pressure had gotten really high, and my father also has that condition, high blood pressure. I was also pre-diabetic, or, you know, I was having trouble with, you know, what they call it, glucose intolerance and that type of thing, and the doctor kept pointing that out to me over and over, so they were watching my A1C. Also, one of the things that I noticed was that, you know, I was having a whole bunch of hormonal problems, but that was common. You know, that's a common thing for women at my age. Now, the biggest problem I had for 3 years, they kept questioning my vitamin D level. And, you know, guys, I, like most people, did not have any idea how vitamin D affected the body. So I kept wondering, you know, my gynecologist brought it up first about 4 years ago now. She brought it up and she said, you know, your vitamin D level is real low and we're going to try and bring it up. And then my primary said the same thing. Well, they put me several times on 50,000 IUs of vitamin D3 twice a week. Okay, 50,000 IU. Every time I kept looking at the bottle saying, why so much, you know, because I would see the little bottles in Walmart and it would say 1,000 a day. And I'm thinking, why did they put me on so much vitamin D, right? Well, this went on for 3 years and they never got me over the level 30, okay? Now, you want to be at least 50 to not be, you know, to be in the good zone, okay? So I was not real worried about it, but the doctors were worried about it because they knew more about it than I did. You see, there's something else in my family history I should tell you. Both my brother and my mother died of cancer. Mm-hmm. My brother died of cancer at age 18, and my mother died at age 60. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm 55 years old. So every once in a while, it does cross my mind that, you know, 5 years from now, I'll be 60, and that's the year my mother died from cancer. Now, I got to tell you, a lot of people in my mother's family have died from cancer. So it does cross my mind a lot. And up until I got the sprays, I probably spent a lot of time, you know, researching cancer and, you know, how to keep from getting it, that type of thing. Now, the biggest blessing came into my life on Vision Day, and when I think about this, you know, I can't help but tear up, you guys, because I think about my mother, I think about my brother, I think about how maybe I could have changed their situation. I think about my family members, my father especially, because my father's 75 years old, and, you know, his parents also passed from cancer. Mm-hmm. And I think about all the people who will be affected by our sprays. But let me just tell you what happened with me. 2 sprays, 2 just vitamin sprays, you know, the B12 and the B3 spray, affected my life forever, because now, and not even hours later, probably just a few days later, the vitamin B12 changed my life in March of last year, where I would not have to take naps during the day, where I finally had energy to do everything, to exercise, to drive long distances, to, you know, plan physical outings, to go to the zoo. I mean, things that most people take for granted, you know, because they think they have energy all day long. That's how it changed my life, okay? And my husband even could tell you that he has not had to say to me, Vicki, lay down, since I started spraying the vitamin D spray.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the vitamin D spray affected me in a whole nother way. My vitamin D3 level, finally, within 60 days after starting to take the vitamin D spray, my level went up to 58. And now it is at 62. And my doctor said to me, which is kind of funny when I think about this, my doctor said to me, well, now we only need to see you every once in a while. Do you know why he said that? Because when my vitamin D level went up, my blood pressure dropped 40 points. I am no longer, I have hypertension. And I don't have to take lisinopril anymore. In fact, my blood pressure has gotten low enough that if I take the lisinopril, I have to actually monitor my blood pressure to make sure it doesn't dip. Because before I even noticed, my blood pressure was going down, because you don't think about changes happening within 60 days, okay? So within 60 days, my blood pressure had dropped 40 points. I was taking the lisinopril, and one day I literally passed out. I mean, you guys heard the story, yeah. Vicki fell on her face. Well, it was because my blood pressure had dropped, between the taking of the pills and the spray, and I didn't even know that it had dropped that far. So, I get to the doctor's office or the hospital, and they're telling me, your blood pressure is really low. And I'm thinking, my blood pressure is really low? Are you sure? I couldn't believe it. And the hospitalist there, she told me, she's a very nice doctor. She said, you know what? If your blood pressure is under 140, you should not be taking these lisinopril. I said to her, believe me, before that, I had very high blood pressure. You look through my chart. I don't know what has happened. It did not occur to me until days later that the reason why my blood pressure was so low was because I was spraying vitamin D. Now, how crazy is that? So I'm just telling you that now Trudy Crocker, the lovely lady that's on this call, the nurse that is, the fiance of my father, she tells everybody at our parties, whenever they say they have high blood pressure and they're taking pills, she tells them, if you're going to spray this vitamin D, because the same thing happened to her, if you spray this vitamin D, be sure to check your blood pressure daily if you're still on your medication, because the two combined will really make your blood pressure drop. I mean, you don't even need the pills now. The spray will probably do that. Of course, check with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to say that for sure, but, be sure and check it, because that is the biggest change that happened. That was very noticeable to me. When your blood pressure is no longer a problem, that's huge. But, you guys, I can't tell you how I have seen other people on the team, how it's affected them. They've lost weight, their blood pressure's gone down, their vitamin D levels have gone up, their A1Cs have gone down. It's been amazing to me. All I keep thinking is, right now, and I say this over and over to everybody, we're on a mission to help people with their health. True, we're also on a mission to help them with their wealth. We want to make sure that everybody, that has that need or desire to, change the legacy of their family, to build a financial fence around their family. We want them to know that this is the best, that I've seen anyway, opportunity for them to do that. And we also want them to know that we can change their health. If they try the sprays, something's going to happen. It seems like everybody has been affected, especially with the B12 and the D3. I know from your own testimony, Pastor Denise, that you understand, just like I do, that sometimes you can't put a dollar amount on your actual physical, health, right, or your daily life, quality of life. So that's my testimony, and I'll tell anybody that testimony because, it's wonderful when you're finally doing something that you can help people with. It's amazing. Don't you think so?
Oh, my goodness, Vicki. Yes, it is. And you're so right. You can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on it. I can't get over it. I think it was Carlethea said last week, it's almost like getting a second chance to, to be young again, to be energetic, to have the energy to do the things that you want to do. Because it's almost like at some point in life, you start to feel tired, you don't have energy, and you begin to pull away from life. You just begin to pull away from it. But now with these sprays, we've got now energy level is up, we're feeling good, we're losing weight, we're sleeping better, all these wonderful things that are happening. I mean, listen to your story. Here you were for your entire life. You had to take naps your entire life up until 2013, Vicki. Do you hear that? Up until 2013, because of your health, you had to take naps every day. And now because of a simple spray, a simple little B12 spray, you no longer need those naps, and you also have energy to do what you want to do. Your blood pressure dropped 40 points. 40 points. I mean, come on, listen to what's being said. And then your vitamin D level is well within normal range, 62. And you cannot put a price on that. And those things are life-changing. And we passionately share those testimonies because, and I'm telling you, Vicki, every time I share my story, I don't get enough of sharing my story and every time I share it, and even every time I hear it, it warms my heart because I'm so amazed. Because someone told me the other day, says, Denise, did you think of what your life would be like if you had went through with that lung transplant? Can you imagine, if you had went through that surgery, would you be on an oxygen tank? Would you not be able to walk around? Would you really be limited to doing the things that you're doing now? Of course I would. But because I didn't have it, because I had the vitamin D spray, I didn't have to go that route. And I'm so thankful and grateful for that, Vicki, that we have something in our hands that we can extend to the world and say, look, we can't claim what it can do for your condition, but we can tell you what it did for us. And these are true life testimonies, and they're changing people's lives. And your story just warms my heart every time I hear it. I never get tired of hearing these wonderful stories and the results of what we're getting from our vitamin.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you so much. One of the things I didn't mention, you said to me I was on the road traveling. I don't know if you realize this, but for years I could not drive because of my problem. So here I am now. I'm the happy juice. I'm the happy juice. That's what I call vitamin C, the B boost. I call it the happy juice because now I have so much energy. I can do the things that, I used to not be able to work out very long. If I went to the gym, got on the treadmill, I could only last for 20 to almost 30 minutes before I was just like, okay, let me see if I can get back home. Wow. Now I spray before I get on the treadmill. I'm out of control.
My goodness, look at that. That's priceless. That's priceless. And I keep saying, because of a vitamin spray. And look, Vicki, what about that cell energy that we're getting ready to have?
Oh, I tell you, I cannot wait to see how that affects me because I'm thinking, B12, of course, is awesome, but that cell energy, that sounds like it may, I don't know, I can't even imagine. For years, doctors would say to me, well, we can't do anything about your thalassemia because they couldn't give me iron because it would, it would become toxic in my system. What it does is it causes iron poisoning because the disease causes it to collect in your system for some reason. And they would tell me there's nothing we could do about it. There's nothing we can do about it, and I couldn't drink enough coffee. I mean, it's like if I drank a cup of coffee, that was fine, but then, you start worrying about the fibroids and all the other problems that you might get from drinking too much coffee, so I couldn't do that. So, I'm at a point now where I'm excited and happy for what's going on now, but I can't even imagine, girl. I can't even imagine what that spray is going to do.
That glutathione and that main ingredient that's in our cell energy, the glutathione, and I just encourage everyone just to research the ingredient glutathione. And there's one thing I was reading about the other day, Vicki, and it says that the glutathione is the natural way the body heals itself. It's the natural way. So, as you get older, they say, we don't produce that molecule anymore, but now we're getting ready to get that in a vitamin spray, in an oral spray. And I tell you, boy, I don't know, girl. Look, we think we're doing something now. I guess we'll all be taking road trips, trying to get this word out to everyone. Well, let's bring on Pastor Dale. I know he's sitting back waiting patiently to come in here. Pastor Dale, what do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, every time we have Vicki on, we find out more about her.
My goodness, yeah.
Yeah, she gives us a little bit more insight about her, and we learn a little bit more why she's so committed to Team Effort International and now our new division, Team Effort Network. And what we're finding more and more is as Vicki said, when we were in that private meeting, nobody knew the health conditions that anybody had. Yeah. Everybody, doing what they're doing. But when we start taking these vitamins, we start taking these products, and we start seeing our health change. I don't know anybody who, Vicki, you may be able to help me. I don't know anybody that was in that room with us, from John Peavy, myself, you, Kevin Vaughn, Pastor Denise, and all of the other ones in there. I don't know anybody who has not been positively impacted because of as a result of the vitamins and a result of what these sprays have done. That goes to show you that you have a real product. There's a lot of companies that, you can't really tell whether or not it's, something's working or not. They just say, well, I think it's working. But we actually have a product that actually works, and we have real testimonies. We don't have actors, and we don't have paid representatives that are telling these stories. These are real people that have real challenges, that have had a chance to use this product, that have changed their health. And that's when you're onto something good. So it's always good to have you on the call, Miss Vicki Soto. It's always insightful, the things that you've done. Yeah.
Well, one thing I forgot to say, Pastor Denise, is what's really cool about our product is people already know about vitamin B12. They already know about D3. They already know they need it in their system. So my biggest anxiety is not about not getting enough business. My biggest anxiety is about not telling enough people. That's why I ended up doing that road trip, is because I get so much anxiety about, how am I going to tell everybody? How am I going to tell everybody? I got to tell everybody. I just feel like I need to tell more people all the time. So that's my only anxiety. And I know you guys probably feel the same way.
I do. It's like I can't, when I hear people talk about their condition, when I hear them complain about aches and pains and what they're going through. I have a niece right now. She's in another hospital, and I'm telling her, and I gave her this place. I said, sweetie, please take the vitamin D. And, she hasn't taken it yet. But she's calling, she has these different things going on with her body. I'm saying, my God, you got the result. You got the solution right in your hand. I'm like, please. I'm ready to go there and just take the top off and spray it in her mouth for her, But it's what you want to do. It's like, I'm listening to what you're saying. And I think sometimes people get so used to being sick and used to sharing with, how they're feeling as far as their illness go, but they're used to getting that, that sympathy that you get when you're sick, when you have a disease or a sickness and you've been out of the hospital, and people sympathize with you. But, it's like you can do something about it. You can now do something about it. And so I'm with you, Vicki. My thing is, my God, if they don't just do it, if they don't just take it, it's like, oh my goodness, that's what gets me anxious. Like, take it, please, because you're going to get the results. You're going to get the results. So I pray that everyone do hear, what we're saying about the sprays. I mean, from around the globe, everyone that's taking the vitamin sprays are getting results. And they're in some people's hands right now. They haven't even taken the top off. That I don't understand. So you need to be a product of the product, and you need to take charge of your health, and you need to begin to live and to enjoy life, because you were put here to make a difference. You have a purpose. You're still here. You're still breathing. So your purpose is still to be fulfilled. So enjoy your life. Get healthy. Do better, and help other people do the same thing. Vicki, girl, you inspire us every time. Every time you just take us there, girl. We just so appreciate you so much. You're such a blessing to this company.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Well, we're going to go to Atlanta, Georgia, one-star Kevin Vaughn. And Kevin, when you come to the call, we have Dr. Vincent's going to be going. He's on his way to Atlanta, Georgia, I think this weekend. I know you have some TTP scheduled there. Will you please give us the address and location in Atlanta, Georgia, where you're holding your TTP for the vitamin sprays?
Absolutely. Good morning. Can you hear me okay, Pastor?
Yes, sir, we can. How are you?
Amen. Well, first of all, Vicki Soto! I love that name.
I know.
Vicki, good morning to you. And my one-star business partners, Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise, thank you so much. Good morning to everybody on the call. And you better believe it, Pastor Denise, this is an incredible guy. Every time I get on this call I'm very humbled because of the opportunity that Mel and Amy Gill, you guys already talked about, the invite that we all got. And boy, I'm just very humbled. And our mission now is just to fulfill the dream, fulfill what we want to do to help people. God, ladies and gentlemen, all I know, if you help the people, the money will come. Just help the people and the money will come, without a doubt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the TTPs in the metro Atlanta area, for those who have people in the general area, we'd love to support you. We're going to be doing TTPs every Sunday to the end of time almost. But to let you know for sure, we'll be doing the TTPs in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is posted on the network. I'll give you that information in a minute. But every Sunday in Atlanta area, specifically in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is about 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, and I'll be glad to share all the details with you in a second. My phone number is going to be 404-401-0233, 404-401-0233. Now, it'll be every Sunday from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. It'll be a presentation and training, and we'll be glad to support your team. Also, too, we posted those on winwith10.com/calendar. That's winwith10.com/calendar, ladies and gentlemen. Also, too, so we can post that for you so you can get the details off of that as well. But if you need more information, if you can't get to that, give me a call at 404-401-0233. I'll be glad to share that information with you. So we'll be doing those, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Vicki, every Sunday in the metro Atlanta area at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. We're excited. We'll be expanding those as we move forward as well. But those are going to be doing all the month of April. We are excited about that. And again, winwith10.com/calendar. You can see all the other TTPs, of course, around the country, but you'll see the one for the Atlanta area posted as well. Okay. That help out, Pastor Denise? That enough information there?
Because they're coming to Atlanta, Georgia, and they're looking for the TTPs.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We're here to help you. And if you set it up right, we can even come to your location to help you. So it just has to be planned out. In fact, later on, that's what the quotes are going to be about, planning. We're going to have a good plan, some good plans today for quoting. So back to you, Pastor Denise. Anything else?
I think, Pastor Dale, you have something to say before you bring the quotes, Kevin. Pastor Dale?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I am with great anticipation. We've been excited about being able to do this. We've had a number of people who have been talking to us about, just making sure that they're doing things right as it relates to building their business and building their business correctly. And, you may not know this, but especially if you're new to this business or new to network marketing and new to 10, and not really understanding the binary and the dual core double binary and what that means, what you find is that you literally can lose hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in volume in your organization if you do not place your very first person in the correct position. And many people don't know that. Many people just say, just throw them in there, left or right, wherever you want to put them, left and right, and what you can do is you can be losing out on a lot of volume. We've seen people who lose out on hundreds of dollars of volume just by not understanding the placement and how to place people. So we're really excited now because we've been working on this for a while to be able to share with you that starting tomorrow, starting on Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you're going to be able to actually, for 30 minutes, be trained on all types of things, from placement to how to understand how to keep your volume from flushing, how to build a team, understanding your back office, walking you through the different functions of the back office, from your commission registry to all kinds of things, just from a standpoint of helping you to be more educated about your business and about the administrative side of your business. We're really excited about, getting people in, getting people to join. But, about 20% of our business has to do with administration. 80% is recruit, share. But the other 20% is administrating, making sure that we're doing things correctly here. And one thing about business that I know very well is that it's great if you see opportunity to go in business, but if you can't explain how you get paid in that business, how you're going to make a profit in that business, you're not going to really make too much money until you understand that dynamic. So we're really excited that all the way from the UK, Anita Poole. I'm telling you, Anita is somebody that just knows the system inside and out. She's a researcher by heart. She knows the inside and out of the system. She's been with our sister division, My Video Talk, which is the same binary, for a number of years. And she's going to be doing training starting 12:30 p.m., starting tomorrow, every Wednesday. And you'll be able to get the link out of the Tenacious Facebook page. So tomorrow there will be a link placed in the Tenacious Facebook page, and you'll be able to log on at 12:30 and watch Anita go through the different training that she's going to have on that page. So that's going to help a lot of our new people who are probably new to the business, new to network marketing, new to the binary, new to 10, to be able to understand a little bit more about their business. And, however, if you're not able to watch it live, it's going to be recorded, and we'll have a recorded link posted in the Tenacious page after the live broadcast. So those people who are not able to join in the morning because they're work or whatever the case, they'll be able to tune in later on. And you can send that link out to your organization as well so that they will have it. And the great thing about it is because it's recorded, it can be reused over and over and over for your own individual training as well. So we're really excited about having a piece of equipment like My Video Talk that gives us the opportunity to not only market and brand our product, but now to also provide you the high-level training that you're going to need. So we're really excited about that. So you want to take note. Tomorrow we'll mention it again so you all will know where to get that link, but it's going to begin training 12:30 every Wednesday starting tomorrow. And the final thing is if you have anybody that you want to introduce this product to, anybody that has inflammation in their body, whether it's heart disease, cancer, stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, anybody you know with inflammation that you really want to talk to them about this product, you want them to join, you want them to get on Pat's call tonight. Pat's call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, this very same number. I'm going to be sharing on that call on a specific topic about inflammation, and you don't want to miss that. So Pat's call tonight at 9 o'clock, and we're going to talk about inflammation. So, again, many people you can to that call. That's going to be a call that was going to help people and help you close some deals on people who've been waiting around when they hear about this inflammation. Back to you, Pastor Dick.
Thank you, Pastor
Hey,
Dick.
Dale, do you mind if I just interrupt? It's Anita Poole on the line. Just a quickie.
Real quick.
I'm pressing the button right now, and literally a photo and the web address of exactly where the training will be tomorrow.
Okay.
12:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. PST California time, 5:30 UK time. The button's pressed right now, and it's in the Tenacious group. Okay?
We'll look at that.
Good job.
You know, it's happening. So whatever you need to know to take your business to the next level, it is being done for you. All the information, everything is being provided for you. It's being done for you. All you need to do is just be in position, invite your guests and your family, get them on board. Everything is being taken care of for you. Isn't that phenomenal? So that you have a team around the world that's going to make sure you get everything you need to be successful. So don't forget, Anita has posted that link already on the Tenacious Generation Facebook page. It's on there right now. And to get to Tenacious Generation Facebook page, you type in T as in Tom, then you have to put a period, then E as in elephant, another period, and then N, another period, then ACIOUS, ACIOUS, Generation. So that's how you get to that page. The link is there. Tomorrow at 12:30, click on that link, follow the simple instructions, and you will be live with Anita from the UK, training you on everything you need to know in regards to the 10 vitamin sprays product and the opportunity. There's also a chat box on that webinar with the My Video Talk 2 broadcaster. There's a Ask Anita a question live, and she will answer that for you while presenting. That's powerful. See, we have the best tools. The My Video Talk tools will let you do whatever you need to do to get your message across the globe. Don't forget tonight, as Pastor Dale said tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, beautiful Pat Loeb and Ed in North Carolina will have a call on this call tonight. Same number on this line, same number, same access code. Pastor Dale will be the guest speaker tonight, and there will be a testimony share. So join Pat, Ed tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Mr. T will be on also tonight, the same number, same access code. Mr. T is on at 8 o'clock. Mr. T's call is geared more towards those who want to really maximize and learn about that compensation plan. His call is called Show Me the Money. So some people want to know, how do I make money from this? And he's going to really show you how you can do that. Once again, happy birthday to Terry Whitener. We love you, Terry. And do not forget, by all means, be on the call tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to hear from CEO and founder Mel and Amy Gill. That's going to be phenomenal. Ooh, so many great things are happening. I can't take it. So let's end this call for today. I'm going to give the quote because we're really running out of time. The quote is, I will persist until I succeed. As it's new, like I know that if I ask often enough, it's going to be given to me. If I seek diligently, I'm going to find it. If I knock with persistence, all doors will be open unto me. Thank you, fellas, for being here with us today. Be back on the call tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Thank you, Vicki Soto. Love you.